Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and this is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop, Season 6, Episode 27. These fools still fooling, okay? These fools still fooling around here, doing things that don't make no sense, having meetups and get together that don't make no sense. I'm like, I need y'all to get out my face with the BS of it all. Okay, but y'all know first things first. Make sure to do what? Subscribe to my channel. Okay. And also, like the video. This is a conversation. So comment in the comment section, for the live watchers, also for the replay watchers too. Because again, we know some folk gonna have to catch this in the replay, and that's fine. Okay, that's fine. But if you here, let's talk. Don't just be here not saying nothing, not liking the video, not sharing the video. Be an active participant, okay? And also, do not forget to follow me on social media on IG and on Twitter. Or Twitter, okay, around here at JayLeesCorner, okay? It's always JayLeesCorner, okay? Back to these fools, okay? I still feel like everyone needs therapy, so they all should talk to a therapist, but let's get into, okay? But yes, y'all know I am here. I'm a pop off camera just because I feel like it, and y'all just saw me and my Married at First Sight. So if you haven't watched that, go watch Married at First Sight. Plus, also the bar's going up, but now, honey, I ain't got time for that. Okay, so y'all, look, I'm right. It's still me in the middle. Okay, that's still me. Okay, but thank y'all for coming back round here. Okay, for this live, like I was in the other live and stuff. But hello, hey Rain. Hi, Rain. Hi, Rain. Okay, y'all, that is my friend. Okay, that's my friend. Okay, my friend I've known since high school, a long time ago, because y'all know I'm 40. But again, that's my girl. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. I hope we all are too. I plan to. Okay, a good Saturday. Okay, um. Yeah, you're spoiling us with back to backs. I'm getting my snacks ready for it to love. Yeah, I can't. I have to watch the shows. That's why those won't be on until around 7:30. So when I get off here with y'all, with this one, I'm gonna be around here, watching the shows and getting my notes together, and then seeing y'all later. Hey, thank you, Rhonda Blair, for the super sticker. Okay, it is always greatly appreciated. Hey, Ashton. Okay, the member. Okay, hey everyone. Happy Saturday, Julie. Happy Saturday. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, like the video and stuff. Okay, boom. I'm gonna hit that. But hey y'all. Hey y'all. I am always watching. I just watch on my TV so I can comment. I appreciate that. Okay, watch me on your TV. Okay, so that back there, the TV, put it on your TV. Okay. Now I rarely watch the TV. I don't know why. But again, do that. Okay. Do and that. I don't know what's up with my signal, but again, I see it's kind of freezing. And I feel like the light, I don't know why the light is off. It may be because it's not that bright outside right now. I don't know. We're gonna leave that be. Um, let's see. Hey everyone. Happy Saturday, Jaylee. Okay. Oh, I did it already. I'm back. I like the video. Hey. Oh, I'm dumb. Hey Ryan. Thanks for no Rain, why did you look? First of all, thank you, girl. Okay, but girl, you ain't gotta be sending me nothing. Okay, look, you got my phone number. You could just text me and say, "Girl, what you doing?" Okay, but it is greatly appreciated, my friend. But girl, thank you, girl. You just paid for my medicine. I'm playing. And hey, Brittany Mail. Now these people around here, okay. Oh, my beauty, honey, because I just said I just posted on Twitter yesterday that y'all know I turned 40 January 16th, but I was in the hospital. And I still have not celebrated my birthday. I have not celebrated turning 40 just yet because I'm still getting better, whatever. And I'm like, but once I'm better and the time is right, honey, I am celebrating my life. Okay. So again, that is gonna for sure go to what I'm gonna have though. If I can get some lobster. I never had lobster. I'm giving a little lobster dinner. No, because it's too much butter. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna have some good though. But I love you, friend. Um, right. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Let's get to these people on the show. Okay, because I feel like the foolishness of it all is a bit aggravating, just a bit aggravating, but also like I need y'all to get it together. I do not have screenshots, which is why I put just them right here on the screen because I ain't feel like doing it. And because I don't know what's up with my signal being weird. It's so dumb. Sometimes it be like not weird and y'all can see me. Okay, I am here. And I don't like when it pause and I be like, I don't like that. Okay. So I just pop up screen. Okay. But I think it do that sometimes too in the beginning. But it's StreamYard because as y'all know, all of us YouTubers have been dealing with this. And it's just, it's just aggravating. But we see the beginning of the episode, and Brianna is telling TT about being arrested. Now, most of that has already played out on social media because Brianna was on live, the stream was live, people synced it. It was even I was sent the stream and everything. What happened of her being at home on live, and the police came in like knock, 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 get out here and stuff. So she brings up this is the weird thing. This is the weird thing. I hope it don't. Damn, Eric, see, and I got my camera. Look, I put my camera settings, honey. I don't even have it on, like the whole 10G shit or whatever. Not 10G. It's not called 10G, Jaylee. 4G. I put it on like, 480. It's not even, and that's standard definition because the signal just be. I'm gonna put it on high definition and see what happens. Okay, it's on HD now, but I'm gonna still stop the camera because I ain't got time. So, but again, we're gonna leave it be. Let's see, growing up hip hop, these people need to stop living off their parents' fame because their 15 minutes of fame is over. Just my opinion. I can agree with that, but I do think on this show, not all of them are kind of basing it or living off of their parents' shadow, just like a few people. Okay. So Brianna explains to TT over the phone, I was in the house on live in my panties, in a shirt, talking to whoever. And I hear a knock at the door. My son was here or whatever, getting ready for bed. And when I hear a knock at the door, I'm saying, who is it? No one answered, kept knocking, and nobody ever said who they were. This is my thing right here. No one can knock on my door and I say, who is it? Who is it? And they don't reply and say who they are. If you can't say who you are, you can't get in my house. This is the thing. Oh, it's still being done. Oh, God, I hate StreamYard sometimes, y'all. I'm going to put it back on standard definition just to hopefully, not have these issues of the signal. My mom one time, hey, Mom. My mom one time came to my, she popped up to my house. My mom got a kid in my house. And she popped up, and when she knocked and I said, who is it? She didn't say anything because she was trying to surprise me. But because of how my living room is set up, I can look out my window and see who you are. And I seen her shoes. I was like, Mom. And so she got in, okay? But nobody else can knock on my door and I open it to find out who they are. That's not going to happen, okay? Not at the all. But she opened her door. She had a machete in her hand because, again, I'm saying, who is it? And no one's saying anything. Let me get my weapon, a machete knife, to see who it is. I got to slice and dice. And when she opened it, that's when she seen it was the police who were aggressive from the gate, as if they was there, picking up a mass murderer or whatever. And I was like, that's stupid. I can't believe they would even come at her like that. And then come to find out, it was because, as she said, so some girl, friend, foe, whoever, they were in cahoots a little bit. The girl wanted something to help build her credit. Brianna wanted a car that she didn't qualify for, or whatever. And so her getting this car in the girl's name that she would be paying the car note for, again, would help the girl's credit because, again, she's being paid off or whatever. And it would help Brianna not have such a high car note or down payment note on a car she could not get approved for. So that was their situation. She never explained who this girl was. She never explained, were they friends, were they strangers, who it was or whatever. But, that's just what went down. And why I feel like my signal looks, do I look grainy, y'all? Why I feel like I look grainy? And I don't want to look grainy. I don't like that. Anyway, But she was explaining that that's what happened. And the girl who car was in her name told the police that Brianna stole her car. And why could she say that? Because the car is in her name and it's at Brianna's house. So that's my car. It should not be here. I want it back. This is a reason why you should not put stuff in other people's names. Because if y'all fall out, they can then legally take what is theirs, because legally it's in their name, and you have no claim to it. And that's the reason to not do things with shady people. But I was like, no. She never even explains why the girl called the police at all. We don't know if they fell out, it was a fight, or what happened, or what made the girl do that. But I feel like, so the girl, but you would not have to pay the car note because now y'all didn't fall out. Brianna was arrested, charged with brandishing a weapon or whatever, which is crazy because y'all knocked on my door, arrested me because somebody told y'all I stole a car. I've never seen police come to somebody's house like they did for her over a stolen car. I don't know how she going to LA either, but I'm just saying it was for sure team too much. I don't feel like Brianna overreacted in the moment talking to them at all, because her issue from the get was, why y'all here? Why am I being arrested? What's going on? And them telling her, well, calm down. Simmer. I'm like, I ain't got to simmer. You at my house, bro. Leave me be. It was a horrible situation. And it's unfortunate. I feel so bad for Brianna. We see how Kendu treated Mary. We know he was a horrible daddy. And I think she's admitted to that happening, some kind of assault. The issue is, it's weird that I'm trying to think of how to word this. I'm gonna pop back on the screen. I feel like Brianna should not be on the show. I feel like Brianna's trauma is much too deep. She not over it, hasn't dealt with it, and she just should not be on this show. She needs to be somewhere getting her life together, because mentally and emotionally, probably even physically and spiritually, she's, damaged. And being on the show isn't helping at all. It's getting her check, correct. But she's not able to handle things in the best way based on her just not dealing with the past. I do fully believe she had a bad upbringing. I do fully believe all of those things. And that's the main reason I feel like she need to go sit down in somebody's chair, lay on their couch, and just deal with it. Okay. But again, whoever would have knocked on my door and didn't answer would have just not been, it would have been answered. I would not have answered the door. So it's horrible that she answered the door, then that's what happened. Now we then see people have a little game night, okay? And who was it? Boom, right here. I have this picture. I don't know who scheduled this game night. I'm like, they really out here just making up scenes for no damn reason. We seen Lazy Bone, Eric, Little Twist, Jojo, Jojo Simmons, and then Casey from Jodeci's son, who I don't like, I'm Little Casey, and then some other random man. And I'm like, they really up and making up scenes, because there was a scene too with Boogie and Savannah meeting up just for a scene for Jojo to call them and invite them to an event he having. And then for Boogie to see the video of Brianna that someone sent him. I'm like, so y'all just be making up scenes. This show was so produced. It's very much so they're making up scenes and then seeing what happens in these scenes. Let's get them all in one room and then see what happens. No one to me is really living regular life and just being recorded. Okay, and that's very, very aggravating. Anyway, when they up there playing the games or whatever, little card game, little down or whatever, Little Twist and Little KC of Jodeci get into it because Little Twist feel like Little KC Jodeci, he's just too loud. He's just too loud. And Lil Casey and Jodeci feel like, one, we outside. Okay, that's actually we loud. And two, no one's ever told me that I talk too loud. And I'm like, is they finna fight? Is Lil KC and Lil Twist gonna have a little fight? What's going on here? I don't know. I was also bored. Okay, I was also bored because I feel like, what's the point? Why is Lil KC and Lil Jojo, not Lil Jojo, Lil KC and Lil Twist even fussing for? What's the point? And I was like, is it a point because nothing else is going on? But the saving grace of the scene was Lazy pulling Twist to the side, like, okay, let's have a whole conversation over here. Let's talk over here. Because he felt like y'all gonna fight. That's some bullshit. The whole point, my whole point in being here is to show y'all do not have to keep getting into these arguments and fights and altercations. Okay, leave it be. He like, look, he country, they talk loud, is what it is. Well, I'm from Texas, okay, and we country too. Yeah, but y'all may not be loud. You be talking in whispers because you too high to raise your voice. Lil KC and Jodeci, he loud. It is what I don't care. If he too loud, let me walk over here. Let me not stand next to the loud talking fool. Get out my face. But again, I'm like, whatever. It's just like I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, Twist mad because Lil KC was part of the fight he was. I need him to get over that, okay? Lil Twist can't make it seem like, nobody can mess up anything I have because, I'm all about peace and spirituality. You know what kind of show you on. So you can't feel like or think, shit may not pop off. Yeah, absolutely. Look, he is very annoying. He is very, very annoying. However, don't tell me I'm too loud, though. I'm a grown ass man, dog. Leave me be. If you think I'm too loud, then don't stand next to me. Go stand up. And if you can hear me from over there, from over there, from over there, okay, then maybe say, bruh, you too goddamn loud. I'm over here and I can hear your whole conversation. All right, man, you know what? You right, cool. But I'm like, whatever. But yes, he is very annoying. I don't like him. I don't see why he here. Okay, but I'm leave that be. Now, Twist talking to Lazy, this about how I don't want to be a fuck up no more. I want to be a good person. I want to build this and do that or whatever. I don't want to, let down Mac Main and them over their Young Money. And I'm doing a whole performance at this event, this event, this the festival they having. I'm gonna close out the Young Money segment. This may just be me because I'm not a Young Money, I guess, connoisseur. Not is it connoisseur, whatever. Does Lil Twist have enough songs to be the closing act of a festival on the Young Money segment of it all? I was like, is that? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that be. Now we do see that we see the festival. We see the people that are there. Okay, we see all of that. Now the weird part is we see his girlfriend. And now I'm like, have we ever seen Twist girlfriend before? So this is Twist girlfriend. Okay. I was like, okay. I mean, first of all, she looked like a knockoff version of Karuchi, in my opinion. But I may be tripping. But I'm like, that's his girlfriend. Oh, okay. But I guess he's I don't know around here, or whatever. I agree, Twist be doing too much sometimes. He do. I'm like, calm down. Of all people, Twist needs to pick his battles. I don't know one Lil Twist song. I don't either. I don't know any of his songs. I remember he used to have one that I was aware of. I was like aware that was his song, but I didn't know. Like I don't know the words of it. I don't know the name of it now. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. From here to Adam. I'm late, but I never knew Brianna had any kids. Brianna brought up her son a couple of seasons ago, and everyone was like, "She a mother?" Never knew. We've never seen her son. Um, but she says she has one. But she also says, she's still legally married. She's been married before and she never got divorced. So, I mean, I guess so. Taggy, Taggy Twist needs to have several seats in somebody's stadium. Twist was a hype man with one song. That may be the only one song I know. Twist needs to stop talking about Justin Bieber. We are over it. When he said how y'all was running around with Justin Bieber, I'm like, okay, sir, that was a long time ago. That was when Justin Bieber still had white man hair. He got black man hair now. He want to be a black man. I feel so bad for Brianna this episode. I heard that WeTV paid for TT wedding. Also, Egypt is having a baby. That's why her and Sam got married. Honey, I don't know. Twist has bad taste in women. We don't even know that lady, but she had bad taste in women. Right, I'm like, when this happened, wow. She has posted him on IG before. Oh, has she? So yeah, she has this number, but she rarely discusses him on the show, which to me is weird because I feel like you don't have to show your kid on the show you on because you may not want to have them out there. But I do think it's weird when you don't even discuss the fact that you're a mom. Like that's, I'm like, whatever. Because that's ways that you can bond with TT, with Ansel, with Vanessa, with basically all the women. And I'm like, why how have none of y'all all had like a play date where put all y'all kids in a bouncy house so we can't see them. We see them bouncing, bouncing, bouncing over there. So again, it's a play date so the kids ain't on camera. But y'all not sitting around as having, grown woman, grown mom, adult conversations. All the conversations about TT's wedding or Edith's wedding, or this is a lot of bullshit. But yeah, I mean, it's a show. It is what it is. That girl wouldn't even be with Lil Twist if he wasn't famous. She didn't talk about him on the show, but I follow her, so I know. Okay, because I don't follow her. I don't really follow anybody from the shows I watch, just because I don't want too much information ruining shit for me. Okay, but I'm like, leave that be. Anyway, so again, Twist girlfriend is, his girl. We're gonna leave that be. Now, this event Jojo having, Jojo, has that artist Jack who we signed from that showcase like last season or 2 seasons ago, and um, get this person. This is a bot, so go ahead and block that person. Um, uh, block them, block them, block them. Anyway, he signed the girl Jack, who I believe is a good artist. I do like her music, and they were having a video release event at this random bar for Jack. Okay, and Jojo. I'm gonna invite people I trust. I'm like to see the video before it goes. I'm like, you invited the cast. This is a cast event. I feel like if you are a true record label, was he imagine? Was he? I don't know. If you are a person who represents someone in music, you should want to have people see it before it go live who will talk about it and get more shine to what she doing. Having a growing up hip hop event where growing up hip hop cast about your artist is bullshit. Okay, I was like, man, leave me be. Now again, him having it on the show gives her exposure, yes, but you need to at least invite people to that event that can also promote her. Okay, invite bloggers. Okay, invite people who post about stuff. I was right. It was 5 people there. It was 5 people there. I was like, what is going on in the world? Okay, Denise, where's Denise? It's Denise. I'm like, why y'all keep asking JoJo about his wife? Leave that man be. Maybe and when he said she coming, she on the way. Don't ask me again unless it's 4 hours later. Okay, don't ask me again, even in an hour. She on the way means she on the way. We still here, right? Well, stop asking me. It's Eric and his nosy ass wife who aggravates me consistently asking about that man wife. This is my thing. If I'm friends with somebody, okay, and I know her, she my friend, I don't have to ask her husband where she is. I'm gonna ask my friend because we're friends. If you not friends enough for me to call me, ask you where I am, don't keep asking my husband where I am. Okay? Jojo not serious about being a manager. I don't know. I feel like he is, but that's not what they're showing on the show. I think that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah could, right? She could never stop asking. I'm like, is that what is your contribution, Denise? I mean, not Denise, Aaliyah. Your whole show, your whole point here is always ask where's Denise. You are always to ask them where somebody else is. You don't have shit going on for yourself. Your whole point here is you are Eric's wife who dresses weird, and you need to ask where whoever ain't there they at. That's what you need to do. It aggravated me. I need to see Eric and Aaliyah house while they ask somebody everybody else's business. Right? What y'all got going on? Nothing. Okay. But Boogie was there, Savannah, Vanessa, Twist, and that was it. That was the whole. That was who was there. Okay, and a couple other people. But again, I'm like, this is not a real event. This is a growing up hip hop scene that you had to do. Now they did show the girl, a snippet of the girl video. We heard her voice, nice song. Okay, cool. But again, I don't know. It's still stupid. I need Aaliyah needs to learn how to. Aaliyah gives me, Eric has made more money because of his weed business or whatever, just his dispensary, which is great. He now has a couple mil to do this duet. But I feel like she dresses like someone with new money who don't know how to dress and they just put on clothes. And they think because it may be a name brand clothes, you know, that is cute. And I'm like, no, you need a stylist. You need a stylist. Okay. Cause you can dress simple, and it'll be cute, but I'd be so confused about what she be wearing. I'm just trying to figure out how they jumped to talking about divorce already. I don't know. Yes, Jay knows the E, and his wife keep the mess going. Keep it going. But it's like whatever. But again, as to what Denise said, Denise showed up looking great. Jeans, top. I'm like, if anything, Aaliyah need to ask Denise who dressed her. Cause she came just simple, a jeans and a top, but it still looked cute. Aaliyah just always looked like, girl, let me pull this out, pull that out or whatever and leave it be. Get out of my face. But both Jojo and Tanisha discussing how, they know they know shit is wrong and they just want to fix it, but can it be fixed? A part of me feel like it's for the show, and a part of me feels like it's real. So I don't know. We're gonna leave that be. But I, I just said that. I just said that. Excuse me, because it's weird that it's like little stuff though. But sometimes in relationships, it's little stuff that build up to big stuff, and then it's like boom, it explodes. But I almost feel like it can be some bullshit. Boogie Little Day was cute, better than Ungrateful Ass Divine. I couldn't stand that little girl. I'm happy she not getting that much airtime. You know what I'm saying? Because she not about that life. Now, Twist talked to Savannah real quick or whatever, and he like, look, you owe me an apology, okay? Because you came to my party, started some bullshit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then because of how you acted up, that then made Cree act up or whatever, and y'all both went to my party, you owe me an apology. Now, while I liked him coming at her like why do you act like this? Like why do you do these things, whatever? I like that. But I also feel like Twist stop acting like everyone owed you an apology because of this stupid. Who cares? Who cares? But again, we know somebody on bullshit, and someone needs to check her. And she's like, boy, fuck you. Okay, give me some chicken. And he gave her like some nasty chicken. I'm like, whatever. But again, he said that I'm leave that be. Um, Vanessa was like, "Is Brianna coming?" Again, Vanessa is someone who's always asked about other people, because I heard about the whole arrest thing. Brianna gets there, okay, and she wants to talk to Boogie because Boogie had been reaching out to her since the whole incident happened, and she was not answering. Her thing is, because they hadn't talked since he told her you should probably slow down on drinking because you be on bullshit sometime. She got pissed and cussed him out. So I ain't talked since then. Her point was, I'm saying you reached out to me and you on bullshit or whatever, and I didn't like it. And his point was, I never would say that you should stop drinking entirely. Just maybe want to slow down a little bit because you be on bullshit. And I liked his point in saying, I felt like me and her was on a point to where if I'm tripping, she can check me. And if I feel like she tripping, I can check her. I guess we ain't there. Brianna doesn't want anyone telling her about herself that she feel doesn't have they shit together enough to advise her. And my thing is, Boogie did go to rehab. He did finally realize he had an issue, and he is still in the process of staying in that correctiveness. And my thing with Brianna, you drink and get high because of the things you've been through in your past. So you're not even facing your demons. And it should be okay for your friend to realize you are trying to mask those demons by drinking and then being a fool or whatever, like he was. And Brianna sometimes to me is an uneven friendship, meaning I can check you, don't check me. And I wouldn't like that. And even her saying to him, you be MIA sometimes. So you're sometimes yes friend who I have to decide if I want to in my life or not. But she does. I think her thing is she know she overreacted towards him. So let me explain away my actions so that you can kind of forgive me and we can move forward and I can still have you in my life. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? It's some bullshit. Boogie even had a drink, and I was like, nigga, ain't you? Didn't you go to did you go to rehab? And his notion was, since I've been out of rehab, I've had a drink or two, but I now know how to manage my drinking by not overdoing it. And this is my thing. You had people, I think Boogie's main thing wasn't really alcohol per se. It was him drinking and doing drugs. And I don't think he was an alcoholic. I do feel like when he drank too much. And I like how he worded it in saying, I now know how to manage drinking and not do too much, not drink too much, and when to stop. Because that's the difference between somebody who's an alcoholic who once you drink, you just keep going. And then you're just a sloppy drunk or a whatever kind of drunk versus someone who at one point just would drink too fucking much and then didn't care because why? They were also on drugs. So you can't say to me, you know what? I'm back smoking weed. It's like, Rue, Rue, is that you? You know, are you using weed to cover up all the other drugs you're doing? I think so. So again, I didn't mind him explaining that he has had another drink or two because he has learned how to not be overly drunk, overly drinking, or whatever. I could have one drink, maybe two, but that's it. I can't have 13. Okay. I'm like, yeah. I was going to be mad if Tonics didn't not calling her Tonics. Brianna loves Boogie, but he doesn't feel that way about her. That's the root of her issue. Yes, ever since she knew he did not see her in that way, she easily gets mad at him for different reasons. And we know that because when they hugged at the end of that scene, because okay, let's hug it out. And she said, oh, you smell good. You can tell she likes him because Boogie is attractive. Boogie has big dick energy. He just does. And Boogie seems like if you are around him, he got that charm. So I do think, she felt some kind of way and still does because he don't like her in that way. So I completely agree. Thank you, Summer, for the super chat. Hey, Jay friends, Jaylee's Corner looking good. Stop by to show some love. I'll catch the playback. Thank you very much. He lays her. Okay. Now Boogie deserve all his cuss outs from Bree. I don't know. I can't always say always asking. Twist needs to say sorry for Creed for ruining her at Jojo's party for Denise. I completely agree. So he can't keep coming around and asking other folks to forgive for an apology when he didn't apologize to Creed. Boogie, he really is. Okay. He's super chilled. I like him. Did you hear her interview with Tasha K? No, I didn't. I didn't. I was gonna watch it, and I just didn't. So I'll probably catch it, later on. But again, Boogie and them is fine. We see a small scene with TT and Sean talking, and Sean is talking about how let me pop off camera, and how Sean was saying that, for the wedding, my legs hurt, I'm standing up, y'all. Because of the wedding, they only want people who are vaccinated. However, Tyran won't get vaccinated, but she still wants him there. And she brings up how Tyran's going to get tested before he leaves Jersey. He'll then be tested every day, leading up to the wedding, because he's the only one who's not vaccinated. And when Sean said, my dad didn't want to get vaccinated either. However, he did because we're requiring it. So we do need to tell people who are vaccinated that there are going to be people there who aren't. Because, it's unfair to them to not know. Because if somebody gets sick based on someone who isn't vaxxed, that's just unfair. My thing is this. When Sean said, you've always given special attention or allowed Tyran, to do it with this or that, was completely true. Because how can you say I'm having a wedding that is supposed to be, you have to be vaxxed. My cousin won't get vaxxed. He's still invited. And I'm not going to tell the other people that, someone is here who isn't vaxxed. TT on bullshit. And I like Sean saying to her, if something happened, that's your fault. Okay, because it is. Okay. But first I need y'all to do what? Like the video. Because liking is always the thing to do. Egypt, Sam, and Eric talk. Eric popped up over their house chit chat. I'm tired of them chit chatting, mainly because I feel like how many times are y'all gonna say, "Oh, Sam may go to jail for all these years." Okay, we are aware of that. Don't talk to me again until that is set in stone. Until he gets a court wrong button. Until he gets a court case showing a court dates about what's going on. I don't want to hear no more about Sam may go to jail. Okay, okay. I don't care. They also discuss how they already have a marriage license. They just have to get married. The license is good for a year. Also don't care. They get on TT's wedding or whatever. And Egypt brings up how she always felt like she would be at TT's wedding and TT would be at hers. So it's kind of weird, that they won't be at each other's wedding. You, Egypt, and this is my thing, TT isn't innocent at all. Everybody played a part in this foolishness. However, I don't feel like TT ever deliberately was trying to get back at Egypt for whatever. Egypt issue was TT didn't like Sam. Hell, we don't like Sam. The same things TT was saying about Sam were things we were saying about Sam, but she was saying those things based on being around Sam. So I feel like the way TT went about talking to Egypt or talking about Egypt and Sam's relationship to me wasn't shady and fugazi and on bullshit. I felt like she was saying things that we all felt. And Egypt and Sam didn't like it. So they then, in my opinion, was trying to retaliate in a negative way um, on TT. And I wish TT would have had a conversation with Egypt to squash this before it got too bad, but it didn't happen that way. But I still feel like, TT had every right to be like, based on things that was deliberately said, deliberately spread about me and my fiance, I don't want y'all at our wedding. I'm cool on y'all, leave me be. So saying I thought I would be there. I thought, we would always be at this wedding. No, because you went about exposing the secrets or exposing whatever Sean did in a way to embarrass TT. And I think that's the difference in how TT was speaking about Sam and how Egypt and Pepper and Sam was going at TT. And TT just didn't deal with it. She was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna do that no more. It'll be fine, fine, fine. My thing is no one thinks Sam is good for Egypt except Egypt. And Pepper and Tretch for whatever reason accept them, fine, fine, fine. But the fact that more people see the reason Egypt should not be with Sam, to me is the reason why I don't have an issue with what TT was saying about him to Egypt and on the show. That's just my opinion. That's what I feel. So I've been reaching out to TT to try to talk things out or whatever, but she isn't putting in the same effort that I'm putting in to work things out. Right, because you now see that you were wrong in how you did things with TT. You now see how you did things hurt TT, and she washed her hands of you and your mama. Because you were being a bitch. You had Sam in your ear putting you on this trapper shit, and you hurt your cousin in a way that she doesn't want you around. And I'm like, I get it. I really, really do. And again, I'm not saying TT perfect, not saying TT didn't do anything wrong, but I don't agree with how Egypt and Sam and Pepper went about getting back at TT. Because TT's complaints were valid complaints and concerns about Sam. Period. Anyway, so for them, she's like, I think it's time for us to see how we can, deal with things or whatever. But the one time shit popped off, and our family could have showed how we handle things, we all failed. Y'all all did fail. Y'all all did fail. And but you need to admit how much of a part you played in that. Period. Because you telling Savannah a whole thing about Sean knowing it will be spread was BS. But I'm gonna leave that be. Now, the end, which is with Brianna meeting with Tiny. Tiny is Sequoia's mom, who I feel like they trying to. It's like, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's like the mom was like fetch to me. I think I had a picture of Tiny. So this is Tiny. Okay, so that's Sequoia's mom. So Brianna's talking with her, whatever. Apparently, supposedly, they met through a mutual friend or whatever. So they cool, and I'm like, fine. And Brianna, she also liked how Brianna performed on video at the showcase Jojo had like 2 seasons ago. But I'm gonna let it be. Now, Brianna brings up how she taught herself, to do this, all these things with their music, and because of her being self-taught with all these things, she's always felt like, she really can't relate to people. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then, Tiny then said, well, because you're very guarded. You're a very guarded person, so that may be why you don't feel like you, connect with folk, because you keep to yourself. You're very much yourself. Even if you're around someone, it's a whole wall up. Now that wall is based on her trauma. I get that, but again, that's on that. So they transitioned to Brand telling her about her being arrested on the IG Live. And she brings up how the next day when she got home after she was released, that her son freaked out hearing someone ring the doorbell. Because again, the last time somebody did that, mom got arrested in underwear. So she is then traumatized with the thought of the fact that her son now has trauma based on something that happened to her. So that, of course, makes her, of course, freak out or whatever. Because as a parent, she feels like, I failed my child because he now has this thing within him. She brings up her whole life. She's been about figuring shit out. I gotta figure this out or whatever. I was homeless at one point in time for a long, long time. My mom was somebody who, no, she's like, she's now a mom. And so somebody depends on her. And so she's breaking down crying, you know what I'm saying? How she just needs someone to take care of her. She just wishes someone could be who she could lean on so that she's not always the one figuring things out in life or whatever. Now, as she's breaking down crying, Tiny, as a loving mother, any person who is, quote unquote, for lack of a better term, normal, when someone is crying and breaking down in your presence, typically the physical response is to try to reach out to give them some assurance. Just a hand hold, just maybe touch their leg, rub their shoulder, even hugging them or whatever. That's usually a response that we have. And Tiny seems to be a logical, caring, patient person, was trying to do that. And don't touch me. Don't touch me. So again, that's her thing. Don't touch her. Okay, fine, fine, fine. And it's weird, and it shows a lot on how much counseling Brianna needs, because she wants someone she can depend on when she's having these hard moments. And she's having a hard moment right now, and Tiny's trying to be that shoulder to lean on. And Brianna, because of her trauma, can't even accept that. Don't touch me. Cool. So again, she then brings up how she wasn't shown love growing up. She was bounced from dope house to dope house or whatever, and her parents could act like nothing happened, but it did. I think we are fully aware Brianna had a fucked up childhood, and she did not have good parents. Not only her father, but her mother too, because again, her trauma is based on her parents and her childhood. That's on her mother, her father. Now, I feel like when Kendu was with Mary, I don't know how old Brianna was. So I don't know if Mary was even aware of whatever was going on, with that girl. So I don't like when anybody brings up, I can't believe Mary was with Kendu. I don't think Mary was around for that. So again, and we see how her and Kendu's marriage was. towards and so who knows what he was hiding from her about what was really going on with his kids. Leave that be. Um, but again, she's breaking down again. Tiny again trying to console her, and again, don't touch me. So I just want Brianna to get to a point where you either want someone to be that help to you or you don't. And I don't think she meant to have this breakdown on camera. But it happened. And to me, I was like, she don't need to be on this show because the amount of hurt, pain, and turmoil and trauma that she has isn't going to be fixed by her being on this show. It also, to me, is like not a good representation to people who may be going through the same thing and they're not trying to get help for that. And I feel like you have to, when you want to put all that out there to where you're going through whatever, but can we see how it's being addressed? And being addressed doesn't mean showing you having a breakdown, you not wanting anyone to console you in your time of pain, and then you put it all back in yourself and then say, okay, moment's over. To me, that's not healthy. That is the reason why now, all these years later, all those things you went through as a kid still physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually affects you. And the fact that you're raising another human being, I can't imagine how that will affect him. Sometimes damaging or affecting the child doesn't come from not being there. It doesn't come from not um physically harming them. It can sometimes come from you just not dealing with your trauma and you not realizing how that can affect them. Because how she reacted to Tiny just trying to hold her hand and say, it'll be okay. I'm like, how do you react in that moment if that was your son? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like she definitely needs professional help. And so that's why I'm feeling like she don't need to be on the show because you clearly have deep rooted pain from what you went through that you've never dealt with. And that's the weird part to me. Brianna was on the streets for a long time on drugs from a very early age, but I think her dad came into her life later on in life. And that may be what it is. Wait, why are these mama friends with the young people on the show? Because clearly they need guidance, and sometimes guidance comes from people who've been through things in life. Brianna can't get the kind of conversation from Angela or Vanessa, with this, but Tiny being there to me was a saving grace because that may have been the reason Brianna felt so vulnerable enough to have that breakdown. You know, Running the interview that's on YouTube where she talks about her relationship with her parents and MJB. She has the betterment from her mom mostly. Her mom didn't want her, and we're gonna see. Look for the you Running in it. No, Tasha Gay, not Tasha Gay. I'll see if I can find it. But she does stop crying or whatever and yelling. But um Tiny just brings up how she wants to help her in any way she can. And my thing is, Tiny, you're not a therapist, mama. You can still help her through things, but I need you to help her find someone to talk to. Help her find a therapist, a licensed person who can deal with childhood trauma, teenage trauma, adult trauma, because again, her with the police is all trauma issue. Because again, you don't this is the thing. It's something when broken people raise people, you don't know how your brokenness affects them until they're old enough to explain why they're now broken too. And I'm not saying that she's not a good mom. I'm not saying that at all. I'm speaking in general how broken people who don't deal with their brokenness can put some of that into their kids and they're not even fully aware of it because they haven't dealt with their own stuff. And I just want Brianna to get better. I don't want her having to have these breakdowns to where she can't even really again, accepts compassion from someone who's just trying to console her. And it's just weird. But that was the whole episode, y'all. That was the whole episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. Okay, I have to go ahead and watch Ready to Love and Ready to List. That live will be up later today. I'm doing both shows together. I'm shooting for around 7:30, because nothing comes on today. And I want to get these done because tomorrow is other stuff to be done too. The ladies first panel this coming Thursday will be on my channel, so make sure to come around here on Thursday of next week to have a good time with me, Bondi, and Jamie. Niecy will not be on this week, but she'll be back next time. Okay, but y'all know we do this every Thursday with me, Bondi, Niecy, and Jamie. But again, this Thursday panel is on my channel. I hope y'all enjoy this live. Do not forget to like this video. Okay, comment if you are watching the replay, but also subscribe to my channel and stuff. I will talk to y'all later today when I do the live. Now, y'all know I'll post it, so make sure that you have your notifications on and that you are also following me where on IG and Twitter at JayLeesCorner. I'll post there too when I'm going live. But other than that, I will talk to y'all later. Have a great time. Gotta go. Bye.